Rebound knocked down. It's saved by Mitchell. And here comes Naylor with it for Russellville into the front court. Naylor will set it up against Nick Mabe. Naylor still on the dribble. Bounces left to Bradshaw. They go down low to Mitchell. He'll bring it out to the wing. They go in the corner now to Bellamy. Down low, broken up in there. Loose ball on the floor. Jackson fighting for it. Jump ball. As the ball will go to Russellville. The alternating possession. And Naylor in the corner to Bradshaw. Bradshaw on the dribble. Guarded by Driver. Out it comes now to McMurray. McMurray sends it off to Bradshaw, left of the circle. He'll fire it over to Bellamy on the right side. Hands it off out there, straight away, three in the air, off the back iron. Rebound pulled down, Bradshaw, free throw line shot, rims off. And Wade Coomer with the basketball. They were reaching in, grabbing his arm, and no whistle. Here's Nick Mabe. Bounce pass, here's Billy Jackson, shot swatted down by Bellamy. And here comes Russellville back the other way. Here's Bradshaw right side. Bradshaw down low. Bellamy turnaround shot in the lane. I don't believe somebody got a hand on that one. He puts it back up, no good. Tipped out. Naylor turns. Right-handed shot. Rims in from the right elbow. Naylor will make it 2-2. Nick Mabe for Barren into the front court. Picks up his dribble early. Somebody's going to have to come out and get it. Wade Coomer will on the left side. Back out to Mabe. Now Mabe, bounce pass in there to Jackson. Inside the Driver in a crowd. Has a shot blocked in there and taken by Bradshaw.
It's at least their fourth deflection of a shot on our attempt so far.
Bradshaw in the right corner. We'll send it back out around the perimeter. Naylor with it out top. Naylor, bounce pass over to McMurray. He'll lob it down into Bellamy. High off the glass, no good. And rebound ripped away. Jackson's got it. He's got on the run. Bounce pass, Mabe lays it in.
Good job by Billy running the break. He knew he couldn't get that up. He had two guys trailing him, but threw it just ahead to Nick, who had a wide-open layup.
Barren County with a 4-2 lead. 4:38 to play, first period. Naylor with the basketball. Right side, Bradshaw. Bradshaw bounces down in there to Bellamy. He'll put it up. It's no good. Rebound in there by Jared Coomer. Gets for the basketball to Jackson. Jackson races down the floor. Cross the lane. Here's Nick Mabe. He'll give it out to Jared Coomer. Fakes a three. Fires it in there to Jackson in the lane. Back out to Jared Coomer. Straight away three. Bottom.
Billy passed up a shot that he had to think about twice because he'd already gotten a couple deflected and sent back the other way, and Jared was wide open.
7-2 Barren County. Naylor, left side against Mabe. Fires it in there to Bellamy. He works inside the paint, puts it up, rolled it off the rim, but he draws a foul from the Trojans. And this will be on Billy Jackson.
Went for the steal instead of the for sure defense. When Billy didn't get the steal, he couldn't get back in position.
I said Bellamy at the line. And the first one rattles in for his first point. He's only a 37.5% free throw shooter in the first three ball games. 7-3 the score. And this one comes off, and Mabe chases down the long rebound. He'll bring it up for the Trojans. In front court, left side. Gets rid of it to Wade Coomer. He'll pull up 15-footer. No, off the back iron. Jared Coomer, the offensive board. Back to Mabe on the left wing. He's going to drive. He'll go to the basket. Hits the side of the backboard. And Russellville the other way. Mitchell. He'll send it out to McMurray, now to Naylor. Naylor wants to drive against Jackson. And he lost the handle. Jackson picks it up off the floor. Bounces to Driver. And now he'll throw it over to Wade Coomer on the right side.
Really good defense. Naylor was good last year. I remember in the regional tournament against Monroe County.
Yeah.
They almost ended up beating Monroe County. It was only a 5-point game.
Driver turns and goes the basket strong and banks it in for a People's Bank shot. 9-3 Trojans. 30-second timeout called by Phil Todd.
Our defense around the rim has been really good. They've only been able to hit 1 of 7 field goals in the lane that they've taken and 1 of 8 overall. Even though we've had a lot of shots deflected around the rim, we have stayed with it, quick off our feet, gotten some offensive rebounds and some putbacks. We've been able to hit 4 of our shot attempts, one of those from behind the arc. We are 4, 6, 8, 10. We've already gotten up 12 shot attempts. We're 4 of 12. And we still got over 3 minutes left in the quarter.
And a Coca-Cola scoreboard check here. Greenwood leading South Warren in the boys game at halftime, 28-20. Nothing on Monroe and Glasgow as of yet. They're about to tip off, I believe, in Tompkinsville. 9-3 the score. And here in Russellville, Naylor with it. Still on the dribble. Hands it off out there to Mitchell. He'll give it to Bradshaw. And now they go down low in there to Naylor. He dribbled it on the end line. Tried to get around Mabe. And so Phil Todd has brought in a couple of new players. Number 34, which I do not have a name for. I did not get a roster from Russellville. I got what was available, and I'm not sure who 34 is. We've also got another new player in the ball game. We'll pick it up here in just a minute. Here's Billy Jackson out to Jared Coomer. Another 3-ball. It's short this time off the left side of the rim. Long rebound chased down by Paul Jones, number 25. And it looked like Bradshaw pushed off. Shot is no good. Batted up in the air. Taken by Mabe. 2:23 left in the quarter. Barren 9, Russellville 3. Right down the middle is Mabe. Underneath, intended for Driver, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans as Branson London and Mason Perkins will check into the Trojan lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. Jared Coomer and Billy Jackson will take a break. With 2:18 to play here in the first quarter, Driver, right corner, out to Mabe on the wing. Looking for Wade Coomer. He's covered up by McMurray. They have to go back left side over to London on the wing. Branson had 3 threes last night. The Edmonson County win. Mason Perkins at long range left. Puts down one dribble, sends it out to Mabe on the right side. And now Mabe. Top of the key, back to London. Into Driver. Spin move. Shot goes up. He's fouled. And a foul on number 34, whoever that is. We apologize, we don't have the name, but Coach did not send me a roster this week. We were not able to get one online either. It was not updated. Free throw's good, but Driver. 10-3. Second shot, good. Gavin Driver makes it an 11-3 Barren County lead. 1:50 to play here in the quarter. Jones with the basketball for Russellville. He dribbled it off his foot, had to go chase it down. Gets with the basketball out front now to Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw will take it left side. Bad pass right in the hands of Wade Coomer. Diagonal pass is going to be picked off on the other side by Jones. Turnover Barren. Left side McMurray. And here's Bradshaw trying to go up, and he's going to be fouled by Driver. And Gavin Driver, his first personal. They'd be number 2 on the Trojans. And it's Bradshaw at the line. 60% free throw shooter. First one is good. Jared Coomer returning to the Trojan lineup for Gavin Driver. And here's Bradshaw back of the stripe once again. He puts this one up, and it rolls off. Rebound, Jared Coomer. Outlet pass, Mason Perkins. Races down left side, pulls up, gives to Wade Coomer. Long range left, cross-court pass. Branson London took an ocean, goes down to Jared Coomer, and back out to London. Bluffs the 3. He'll come back out to Mabe with it with 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Wade Coomer. Left side, fires it in a crowd, and Jared Coomer tried to go up with it, hit the bottom of the board.
Mason, he got it through there to begin with. Put him in a bad position.
54 seconds to play here in the first. Russellville's Bradshaw. Now here's a wide open 15-footer that's off the mark. Rebound put back up and in. The key? Is that what they said? 11-6 the score.
We don't have him on the roster without a number. I'll check it here in a second.
Wade Coomer over the left side to Mabe. 25 seconds to play here in the first. Mabe brings it back out almost to midcourt. And still on the dribble, being defended out there by Jones. Now he's picked it up, bounces off to Wade Coomer. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Back out to Mabe. Need to think about it here. Back to Wade Coomer. He's being chased, and he's in trouble. Feeds it into Jared Coomer. Little right-handed hook shot, no good. And that will end the first period of play. After one, it's Barren County 11, Russellville 6. We'll come back with the second quarter in a moment as you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This year, get all your holiday shopping done with one visit to Burlington. Find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Plus, savings of up to 65% off department store prices every day. For the ladies, go timeless with a beautiful cashmere sweater or designer handbag. Delight the kids with toys and teas featuring their favorite characters like Frozen, Star Wars, and more. We also have gifts for the man in your life and great stocking stuffers too. Burlington, gifts for everyone.
B-Dubs presents B-Dubbing. Up by 21, but now's not the time to quit. Now's the time to buy a holiday gift card at Buffalo Wild Wings. They think they've beaten us, but yard by yard, we're going to purchase gift cards totaling $25 and more. And we will get a blazing bonus worth up to $100. Who's listening? Now let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 plus for a limited time while supplies last. Number 4, void or prohibited. See participating location of BuffaloWildWings.com for details. You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. This is Trojan head football coach Jeff Griffith. We are BC.
Back here in Russellville, Jay Turner along with Robert Bauer. Trojans 11, the Panthers 6. The second quarter brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Nick Mabe with it for the Trojans. Here's a lob for Jared Coomer off the glass. It came up short. Kind of an alley-oop there, but did that to Driver last night, and it was pretty good. Here's Bradshaw breaking the basket, and he'll lay it up and in for Russellville. His first field goal of the game. It's 11-8. Mabe driving left of the lane to the basket. He puts it up and missed the layup. Here's Russellville back the other way. Got a 2-on-2 break. Bradshaw will lean in for the shot. It is no good. Foul on the floor. Mason Perkins. His first, team's third. Well, after all that, we find out who number 34 is. Sean Keys, a junior. Where did I mess that up, Robert? I guess that's when I added some more down at the bottom of the list there. Oh, well.
We got to figure it out.
Sorry to put you all that work there for nothing.
Got to get my steps in.
Long three is good by Mitchell.
The first three of the game.
Ties it up at 11. A 7-0 run by Russellville. 7:15 to play here in the first half. Nick Mabe with the basketball. Billy Jackson, left side. He's cut off by McMurray. Coming out to get it, Jared Coomer, top of the key. Back over to Jackson on the left side. In the corner to Perkins. He needs help. And here's Driver breaking free. Missed the layup.
Got to have that one.
And rebounding there by Bradshaw.
Thought he felt somebody coming, had to get it up a little quicker than he wanted to, and left it short.
Mitchell at long range left. Out to McMurray. Here's the lob down underneath to Bellamy, and he puts it up, and he missed it. Bradshaw had the rebound, had it knocked loose out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers underneath. With 6:41 to play here in the first half, we got an 11-11 ball game.
Can't let them get behind us like that. They just lobbed it over top of us on defense.
Micah Naylor will check back into the Russellville lineup as he comes in for Bellamy. Panthers basketball. Naylor will toss it in left baseline. Still looking. Pass was deflected against the back of the backboard by Mabe. It'll stay with Russellville. And yeah, Mabe touched it before it hit the back of the backboard.
Yeah, he deflected it up there.
And
watch the lob to the rim.
Jones to Naylor. Back to Jones underneath. Had it smacked out of his hands. Perkins picks it up. Billy Jackson put a lot of defensive pressure down there.
Yeah, he's playing really good defense.
Here's Jared Coomer driving in traffic. Had it swatted loose. Got it back out to Perkins. Fakes. Right elbow. Back to Jared Coomer. Back to Perkins. He'll send it over to Nick Mabe on the left side. Nick Mabe looking, one dribble, dumps it down to the driver. Spin move in traffic, up with a shot, no good. Tried to get his own rebound, and it's going to go back to the Trojans.
Got to get a shot to go down.
Driver holding his wrist there. I don't know if maybe a finger jammed or something, but looks like he's all right now. Wade Coomer to toss it in. Underneath the basket, left side. Jared Coomer, left corner. He'll hand it back to Wade. Wade's covered up by McMurray. Jackson, top of the circle. Over the right, it goes to Perkins. Here's Driver with it in the right corner. Driver looking. Now feeds it in there to Wade Coomer. Has to force up a shot. It's no good, but a foul is going to be called against Russellville.
It's one way to get stuff done.
Mitchell called for his first. Team second. And Wade Coomer at the line. 72% shooter on the year. First one comes off.
The way he lowered that shoulder to get things started, I was really scared they were going to catch that first, but they didn't. And he kept going and drew the foul to put up 2.
Second shot is good for Wade Coomer. His first point of the ball game. And Barren back on top 12-11. Feeds it down to Bradshaw. He puts it in, and a foul on Driver. Going to be his second. Bradshaw's second field goal of the quarter. And Gavin Driver will probably come out here. Nick Mabe.
That's what I meant, all hands on deck. We needed them for 32 minutes tonight. Gavin's been probably the most foul-prone of anybody.
A shot good for Bradshaw. And Russellville leads it 14-12. Nick Mabe working out front. Left side to Wade Coomer. McMurray really putting the pressure on him. Here's Perkins in the left corner. Dumps it down to the baseline. Jackson back out to Perkins. Now Perkins sends it back out front to Mabe to set it up once again. Russellville really putting the pressure on man-to-man. Here's Wade Coomer. Feeds it into Perkins. He's double-teamed. One dribble, now triple-team. Has to float it back out and around the perimeter. Jackson, diagonal pass in the corner. Jared Coomer got it.
Good ball movement. Finally got a field goal here in the second quarter.
Tied at 14. Played a little over almost 3 minutes of this second period. Here's a three by Mitchell. Good.
Step back, square up. Got caught going under a screen and couldn't get to him.
Russellville 17, Barren County 14. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Nick Mabe with the basketball. Left side hooks it down. Wade Coomer breaking the basket, lays it in.
That's one way to get a bucket. Just a back cut when they're denying him the ball, overplaying. You set him up, deliver the pass for the assist and the layup.
17-16, Trojans down 1. Mitchell in the corner to McMurray. Here's Naylor, 15-footer off the mark. Rebound is coming off to Nick Mabe. And he's in a trap. Gets rid of the basketball to Perkins. Gets it in front court. In the corner to Jackson. Jackson leaves it with Jared Coomer. Back out to Wade Coomer. He'll send it over to Nick Mabe. Mabe on the dribble against Naylor. Bounce pass, high post right to Jackson. Turns, flips it off to Wade Coomer. Three in the air, no good. Jared Coomer, offensive rebound. Dribbles it back out to the left wing. He'll send it back out front to Jackson. Jackson picks up his dribble, goes to Mabe with it on the near side. Now Mabe on the dribble. Trying to work against Naylor. Left side, Jackson. Jackson, one dribble out to Perkins. Perkins back to Jackson. Sends it to Wade Coomer. Drives into the lane. Has it swatted loose in there. And picked up by Russellville. And here's Mitchell on the left side for the Panthers. Out to Bradshaw. And around the perimeter right to Naylor. In the corner, McMurray fires and hits. 19-16, Russellville. Long pass down to Jackson. He'll bring it back out. Bounce pass in there to Wade Coomer. He's double-teamed. Has to force it back out. Should have been a foul right there. Jared Coomer on the left side. And Bradshaw trying to dig it out. And he's raced in and kind of poked it away. Rolled out of bounds. Barren County will keep it. Branson London returning to the Trojan lineup. Wade Coomer Left side of the basket to inbound the ball for the Trojans. Gets it into London, and then swatted away, stolen by Naylor. And there's going to be a foul called on London.
He was just standing in the passing lane, and he didn't really mean to let it go. He saw what was going to happen and couldn't bring it back.
In the game now for Coach Warren Cunningham is Garrett Arterburn, 6'1", 150, a sophomore.
They're actually 5 of 7. We've only got 2 field goals in the whole quarter.
In the lane, McMurray has it deflected in there. Jackson fires it up to Wade Coomer, trying to bounce it between 2 players, and it's kicked as he would have bounced it in the lane there to Mabe breaking the basket. Trojans will keep the ball with 2:52 to play here in the half in a low-scoring ball game, trailing to Russellville 19-16. Wade Coomer in the corner. Nick Mabe, left-hand side, brings it out. Gives it back off to Wade Coomer. Long NBA 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Jones for Russellville. Naylor up court to Mitchell. Mitchell will curl out to the corner. He'll feed it in there to Bradshaw. Back to Mitchell. Fires and hits. Mitchell's been on fire. He's got 8 points here in this quarter, and 2 of those baskets from three-point range. And that pushes the Russellville lead out to 5 at 21-16. 2:31 to play here in the first half.
2 of 7 and 6 of 8. That's the difference here this quarter, and that's why they've been able to take what was a 5-point first quarter lead and switch it around to a 5-point Russellville lead. We're not happy, really. More so on the offensive end, I would think, right now than anything. We're just not getting good shots. They're covering up Wade. It's not like a boxing chaser or anything. They're playing a man, but it's just a shadow. No help off Wade. And they're really face guarding him. He's having to work for everything, but he should be used to that from what you guys said last night. He really had to work for everything. It's not as physical, but where Russellville has the advantage is their length. Every shot that we have is contested, and everything we have to do, we have to work really, really hard for. And that's good for us. We need to have to compete in this manner against some athletic teams.
Nick Mabe driving strong to the bucket. That should be...
Yeah, they're going to count it.
Goaltending. So Mabe will get the bucket and a foul. And they're going to put this one on Naylor, his first, team's third. So the Trojans get the bucket to pull back within 3 at 21-18. Nick Mabe at the charity line. 63% free throw shooter. And he puts it up and in. Completes the three-point play to make it 21-19.
Stop for a second.
And it looks like Mitchell may have a cut on his wrist or something there.
Pinned to him. Right back at it.
Panther basketball. Inbounds pass to Naylor. Barren County in a 2-3 zone defensively. Mabe and Arterburn up front. And here's a pass into Bradshaw. Back right side, Naylor. And here's Mitchell. And he traveled. So did a little head fake and shuffled his feet.
Yeah, head fake. Shuffled his feet without putting the ball down. And that's their 6th turnover. 3 in the first and now 3 in the second quarter.
Trojans ball is Nick Mabe. Sends it off to Jared Coomer. Gives it out to Wade Coomer. Over the left side, Mabe. Wants to drive, cut off. Arterburn with it. Arterburn back out to Jackson. Jackson, right side to Wade Coomer. Out to Jared Coomer. He gives it to Jackson with 1:40 to play here in the first half. Barren down 2, 21-19. Arterburn over to Jared Coomer. Left side, Mabe. He'll bring it back out front. He's guarded by Naylor. Down to 1:20 to play. Wade Coomer, right side. Back to Mabe. Spin move up with the left hand. Good. 9 points for Nick Mabe. We're tied at 21 with 1:10 to play here in the first half. Right side is Mitchell for Russellville. Out to Bradshaw and around the left side to Naylor. Naylor in the corner. Faking the shot. 15-footer is off the mark. Rebound and a foul here. Going to be on Jared Coomer as he fouls Mitchell. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Got to get that board on the weak side.
It's Jared Coomer's first personal, team foul number 6 on the Trojans. And Mitchell at the line. 1 of 2, and he missed that one. He'll have one more. Looks like Mitchell's a 46% free throw shooter on the year. Second shot is too strong. Nick May with a rebound. 53 seconds to go here in the first half. Mabe in front court. Bounce pass off to Jackson. Right side of the key. Out to Wade Coomer. He drives in. 17-footer straight away. Got it.
Got hit
he
on the
got
wrist.
fouled.
Yeah, got hit and had to adjust it and still made it.
23-21. Barren County back up by 2. 32 seconds to go in the first half. As they work with it out front, Naylor and Jones. Jones out in the middle of the floor with 20 seconds to play. Back to Naylor, long range right. And he'll bring it back out front to almost to midcourt. 11 seconds. Ardeburn's guarding Naylor. He'll go right side with it. And has to force up a 3, and it's way short. Naylor trying to force it back up, and that ends the first half. Trojans on top here at halftime, 23-21 over Russellville. We'll come back with a halftime report in a moment. Brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. We'll have the halftime stats by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Trojans up 2, 23-21. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Right now at Kohl's, buy more, save more with your savings pass. Take an extra 20% off when you spend $100 or more. Spend under $100 and take an extra 15% off. Use it on top of great gift sale prices, like 40 to 50% off Star Wars apparel, home, and games. Plus, everyone gets $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Kohl's is now open 24 hours through 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. Kohl's, select styles, some exclusions apply. Hours may vary by location. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
B-Dubs presents B-Dubbing. They're up by 21, but now's not the time to quit. Now's the time to buy a holiday gift card at Buffalo Wild Wings. They think they've beaten us, but yard by yard, we're going to purchase gift cards totaling $25 or more. And we will get a blazing bonus worth up to $100. Who's with me? Now let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 plus. For a limited time while supplies last. Limit 4. Void or prohibited. See participating location or BuffaloWildWings.com for details.
You've got a job to do, and Joseph A. Wade in Glasgow makes sure you're ready to roll with over 15,000 items in stock, from belts to drill bits, nuts, bolts, screws, black pipe, and more, and services for big trucks, heavy equipment, tractors, and factory machines, including industrial hose and fittings, custom hydraulic hoses, AC lines, and tube bending. Joseph A. Wade is your maintenance hardware specialist, and yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Roll into 311 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and let Joseph A. Wade work for you.
Parents that protected you throughout your life. What can you get your parents that may save their life? SBRTC has an answer. The Personal Emergency Response System is a new service offered through SBRTC. This device is discreetly worn around the neck in case of a fall or any tragedy that can happen to our senior loved ones. Push a button on the device to make personal contact with you, an ambulance, and other emergency personnel immediately. Call SBRTC today to find out about the new Personal Emergency Response System.
South Central Bank and me, Alfie, are on a mission to help you with your Christmas this year.
Whether you need money for shopping or real estate for next year,
Or just need to turn your loose change into Christmas cash.
we have the solution for you.
Christmas loans, Christmas club savings, or our self-serve coin counters, to mention a few.
Simply come in today, call us, or visit SouthCentralBank.com.
Bring the kids for our Christmas open house and get a selfie with me, Alfie, wishing you a Merry Christmas from South Central Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's nothing like a good backup plan. If you have a life insurance policy at work, you may already have one. But what if it's discontinued? Talk to a shelter insurance agent. They'll help show you how to provide a safety net for your loved one, or set up a policy that builds cash value, or how to leave a legacy to a special charity or institution. Learn what
life insurance can do for you. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Brad Gross, for a free insurance review at 130 South Public Square.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is President head girls basketball coach Piper Lindsay, and we are BC.
Back here at halftime in Russellville, the Trojans leading the Panthers 23-21. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer high above courtside here at Russellville High School. Trojans will be back in action Monday night down in Murray, Kentucky at the Murray Bank Classic. They'll take on Bart Fleener's Murray Tigers at 7:45. We'll have the broadcast of that game here about 7:30 Monday night on Nash Icon 103.7. Then Tuesday night, the Trojanettes will host Caverna in a JV varsity doubleheader. And we'll have the broadcast of the varsity game for you around 6 o'clock Tuesday. Also here on Nash Icon 103.7. Also online at ESPNKentucky.com and at BarronSchools.com/athletics. And here in the gymnasium, you can pick us up on your FM radio at 88.7. Looking at the first half stats, as this is the Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave halftime report and our halftime stats by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Russellville had 8 field goals in the first half. 2 of those were three-pointers. They were 3 of 7 at the line. Led in scoring by Jason Mitchell, who had 8 points all in the second period. Had a couple of threes and a 2 and 0 for 2 at the line. DeAndre Bradshaw with 6 points in the first half. 2 field goals, 2 of 3 from the line. He scored 5 of his 6 points in the second quarter. A 2-point basket for Sean Keys. Also 2 for Jalen McMurray, and Micah Naylor also had 2. 1 free throw for Ricky Bellamy in the first half. Barren County had 9 field goals in the first half. 1 of those a three-pointer. And the Trojans were 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Nick May with 9 points, 4 field goals, 1 free throw. 5 points for Wade Coomer. A couple of field goals, 1 of 2 at the line. Also 5 for Jared Coomer. He knocked down the 3-point shot in the first quarter. Had a 2-point basket. 4 points for Gavin Driver. He scored those in the first period. Field goal and 2 of 2 at the line. He also picked up 2 fouls and went out. Can't remember exactly when he picked up that second one, but he set out the last 2 or 3 minutes of the second quarter. Also, Billy Jackson started the ball game, failed to score. Mason Perkins, Branson London, and Garrett Hardeman saw action and went scoreless in the first half. Foul situation, only 3 fouls committed on Russellville in the first half, and there were 6 on Barren County, 2 of those on Gavin Driver. And Robert, you got any other stats there that you can check out?
Just shooting-wise, the Trojans were 5 of 8 from 2, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 of 10 overall in the second quarter, and finished the half 9 of 25 for 36% compared to Russellville, who was 6 of 10 overall there in the second quarter, 4 of 7 on 2s, 2 of 3 on 3s. That gave them a total of 8 for 20 for 40% for the first half. So, shooting-wise, field goal-wise, percentage is pretty even. I thought the first half was pretty even. It came in streaks. They made some buckets. And then we made, I think we made about 4 or 5 in a row there after we started off pretty cold there at the beginning of the second quarter. So I really didn't feel like it had a lot of flow to it, back and forth a little bit, even though there wasn't a whole lot of fouls called. It just seemed like it was and I guess it's because it was low scoring, but there wasn't a lot of turnovers. There wasn't a lot of easy buckets, transition back and forth. Both teams had to sit down and play half-court defense and run their half-court offenses. So we'll see what the second half has for us.
Let's take a look quickly at another Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Greenwood leads South Warren after 3, 37-34. And in Tompkinsville, they had homecoming over there tonight. And Monroe County leads Glasgow after the first period, 25-12.
They already got more points in one quarter than we do in the whole half.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back with the second half here in Russellville in just a moment. The Trojans leading 23-21 over Russellville. You're following Barren County High basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Rib. Hello, you delicious sandwich, you. How long's it been?
9 months, 3 days, 5 hours, 21
Honey, please, I'm trying to enjoy my McRib. Wait a minute, how'd you know that?
Because I've been waiting that long, too.
I love you.
Excuse me, how's the McRib?
Saucy is back. Get 2 McRib sandwiches for just $5. Sweet tangy goodness, slivered onions and pickles on a hoagie-style bun. Hurry, before you have to wait again. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. See store for details. Enter Cyber Funeral Home. For assisting families in this area since 1899. We continually look for new and better ways to serve the families of this area, while maintaining the traditional values that have always been upheld. We are honored to provide assistance to families choosing cremation instead of burial, and to those who wish to arrange other non-traditional services. Hatcher and Sattler Funeral Home in Glasgow. Here in Indiana.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for local deposits. Your preferred branch for details. Member of the IC.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Wool Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Wool on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, 4-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5212.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan head soccer coach David Embry, and we are BC.
Well, we've just seen Gavin Driver head to the locker room with ice on his wrist. It looked like he may have, I don't know if he sprained it or if it's actually the one that he broke. Yeah. But hopefully it's nothing serious and he can get back in the ball game here because he's going to be needing this one tonight for sure.
Yeah, he had his accident last year where he break one and sprained the other or something like that, wasn't it? So hopefully it's nothing serious, and hopefully that's not a lingering issue for him throughout the year. So we'll see what's going on with him and see if we can get some more shots to go down this half.
Branson London will start the second half in place of Gavin Driver. And here is Mitchell across the lane. He'll bring it out. Works against London. He'll send it off to Bradshaw. He'll go to the basket and he'll lay it in.
Can't wave at him. That's all we did defensively. We just waved at him and let us go by. We got to sit down and slide our feet and challenge him.
And we're tied at 23 now as Wade Coomer bounces it off to London. Back to Coomer. He's going to drive. And a whistle and a foul on Russellville. Let's see. On McMurray. First foul on McMurray. First on the Panthers in the second half. Be Barron's ball underneath. Mabe tosses it out to Jared Coomer. Boy, he had to get up high for that one, then lost it, and then it got ripped away. And now Jared Coomer down in midcourt. And got a foul here on Russellville. It'll be on Mitchell, his second, team second. So Barren County's ball, almost to midcourt across the way. Mabe inbounds to Jackson, hands it back to Mabe. Mabe driving, goes up with a shot, no good. Rebound taken by Mitchell. Naylor on the left side. Gives it out top to Mitchell. He'll go right side with it. McMurray drives into the lane, had it stripped loose, and a foul.
I thought the first half was fairly clean. It was an easy half to call because there wasn't a whole lot of fouls, and it didn't have flow. If they call a foul every possession, it really won't have any flow this half.
Mitchell with it on the left side for Russellville. He'll get rid of it, McMurray. Right side, Naylor. He'll circle it out. 23-23 ball game. 6:50 to play in the third period. In the corner, Bradshaw lodges it between the backboard and the rim. And it's going to go to Barren County, alternating possession arrow. As Mabe will bring it up for Barren. Third quarter brought to you by Glass Aggregates. Same name serving this community for over a quarter of a century. Wade Coomer sends it over to Mabe. Mabe trying to penetrate. Jumper, kind of a leaning in shot. Good from about 14 feet away. Mabe with his 11th point of the game, and it's 25-23, Barren by 2. McMurray, skip pass left over to Mitchell. Mitchell, baseline Bellamy. There's going to be a foul here on Billy Jackson. His second, Barren County's second of the half. Gavin Driver is back on the bench now.
His wrist all taped up. It's his left wrist. I can't recall which one he did break.
And Naylor with it, left side. Inside here, shot no good, but Bradshaw put up and in by Bellamy.
Got fortunate the first time. Again, we went for the steal like we did way back in the first half, but didn't learn. Tried to still get it, but got by him, and we'll get called for a walk on this end as Jared took off way too quick.
And Gavin Driver checking into the game. He's got that left wrist wrapped up. Well, let's hope it's not serious.
Did not affect him either.
Yeah.
It would be hard to play with a
long three left wing, no good. Ball poked away, but Jared Coomer out of bounds. He'll stay with Russellville, 25-25. 5:51 to go, third quarter. Here's Mitchell with it out front for the Panthers. He'll leave it with Naylor. Back over to Mitchell on the left wing. Fakes, moves in, can't shoot, gives it out to Bradshaw. Now McMurray, he walked. Jumper 17 straight away, no good. We got somebody crashing in. I believe that they're going to put it on Bradshaw. Just came over the top of everybody. His first, team's third. Barren County's basketball. With the score tied at 25 and 5:34 to go here in the third quarter. Nick Mabe will walk it up. Works against Naylor. Bounce pass left, Jackson. Bounce pass into Driver, and he puts it in.
Design play to get Gavin that shot. Cleared space. Billy cleared space to get it, and Gavin gave him a good angle to get an easy layup.
Naylor off to the right side. McMurray, he'll send it back over to Naylor on the left wing. Bounces back to McMurray. Free throw line. Shot is way short. And loose ball in the lane. Driver clears it out, trying to get everybody off of him, and gives it to Jared Coomer. Up court to Mabe. Now Mabe, here's Wade Coomer open. Left three. In and out. Ball knocked away, and trying to fight for the rebound, Jared Coomer and Naylor, and it's out of bounds to Russellville.
Well, he can't find his groove from deep tonight for sure. No threes for him, and only a couple of field goals. Just 5 points for the game so far. Got to keep letting it go, though.
Mitchell for three, left wing. Knocks the bottom out of it. That's three of them for Mitchell tonight. He's got 11. Russellville back on top, 28-27. 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jackson in the key. Gives to Wade Coomer right side. Now Wade on the dribble. He's picked it up now. Needs some help. Fires it off to Jared Coomer. He'll go to the basket. Flips it up. No good. Rebound poked away. Driver grabs it. Right-handed hook shot. Won't go. And Bradshaw with a rebound for Russellville. Outlet pass Naylor on the right side. Naylor will stop and fire a three, and he knocks the bottom out of it.
Got to go. Got to pick up the pace a little bit.
Russellville now with a 4-point lead, 31-27, and Mabe trying to go for the bucket. And they're going to have a foul here on Russellville, and Nick Mabe will go to the line to shoot two. They put the foul on, is that on Mitchell? 3 on him, fourth Russellville foul. Nick Mabe, free throw, rims, it bounces up there and goes down. Kind of softly down the twine. 31-28. In the game for Russellville is Jacob Naylor, 5'8", 145 freshman, number 11.
I know we play better at a fast pace, but I'm not convinced we want to speed it up because I think Russellville can do the same thing.
Yeah. Naylor out of the corner for three. Bottom.
3 quick threes, and that's why they've gone to a 5-point lead.
Right. Here's Mabe driving. Left-handed shot. Good. Wow.
But we can turn it back around if we want to get a fast-paced game up and down. Make it a little bit more exciting anyway.
34-31, Russellville, 3-point lead. Here's a 3, left wing, no good. And Bradshaw tried to get the rebound. We're going to have a foul here. I believe it's on Gavin Driver.
Yeah, a little delayed whistle, but Gavin had him grabbed by the arm, trying to hold him away from getting the rebound.
His third, team's third. Bellamy, he walked, but they're going to have a foul on Mason Perkins.
One of those where you're bodied up, square defense. What else are you supposed to do is the question.
His second, team's fourth. Naylor driving, shoots over Driver, banked it off, no good. And another foul.
We're having trouble getting rebounds right now.
Perkins picks up his third now, team's fifth. And here's Bellamy in the lane, flips it up and in.
Got to stay broken down and slide.
And Russellville now with a 5-point lead at 36-31. So we come down on 3 minutes left in the third period.
Got to keep our composure like we did last night, though.
Nick Mabe off to Perkins, halfway the corner, fakes, drives, goes to the basket, shot rejected, out of bounds. Bellamy blocking the shot.
He had a little bit of an advantage, the guy guarding him, but that's usually not who's going to block it. The guy coming from the offside is the one that's going to block it, and that's who did, knocked it out of bounds.
Here's Nick Mabe in traffic, floats it up and in. 17 now for Nick Mabe. 36-33. Trojans down by 3 with 2:37 to play here in the third quarter.
They've got over half our points.
Yeah. They work it down into Bradshaw, and it's rejected in there by Wade Coomer. Falls down, keep the dribble alive, and got it off to Jackson. Long pass down to Driver. Across, Mabe for the 3. Yes!
Wow. Lucky possession for us as Wade fell down. He just managed to keep it on the dribble and then flipped it really through a Russellville player and got it all the way down for what looked like a layup. Kicked it out for a 3. Got it to go.
Tied game at 36 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Naylor with it on the left. Fires it in there, Bradshaw. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound claimed by Wade Coomer. We got a foul called. And it's going to be on Jones. His first, Russellville's 15th foul of the second half.
Went through a little stretch there where we could not get a defensive rebound. And they were just getting looks and looks and looks. And we're able to stretch it out. 3 threes this quarter. And we've kept our composure and pulled it back even. They're picking up a little pressure now.
Wade Coomer fires it back over to Mabe.
1-3-1 extended, it looks
Mabe
like.
Back out to Coomer. Billy Jackson down the baseline. They dump it down inside underneath the Driver. Knocked out of bounds by Bradshaw.
Got caught underneath the goal and really a trap. Just got rid of it quickly. Fortunate it bounced off of White.
Driver to toss it in. Lobs it out to Nick Mabe. Mabe on the left side. Crossover move. Goes to the basket. Flips it up and got it to go in. Didn't even use the board. It just kind of dribbled over the rim. Here's a loose ball stolen. Here's Mabe with it. Mabe, he'll go to the rack. He'll put it up, and it rolled off the rim. Driver rebound. Back up, and no good, but a foul.
Stayed with the play, didn't take for granted, even though Nick's playing a sensational game, that he was going to get it to go. And we had 2 black jerseys underneath to get the offensive rebound. Gavin fell in his lap, and I thought it was going to go down for an and 1, but couldn't get it to fall.
And Gavin Driver for 2 shots. The first one good. 65.5% shooter on the line. He's 3 out of 3 tonight. Makes it 39-36. Trojans back up by 3.
Pace has seemed like it's really picked up here in the last few minutes. Really
on an 8-0 run here.
Really slow first quarter. It was just 6-11 at the end of the first quarter. Picked it up a little in the second, but a lot more here in the third.
Driver back up with a stripe. Try to get his 8th point here. Puts it up, and it is good. Barren County back out by 4. It's 40-36 with 1:12 to go here in the third quarter. Naylor with the basketball down in the corner. They give it into Bradshaw, trying to muscle his way in for the shot, and he puts it in.
He did. That was right through Gavin.
Wade Coomer in traffic, flips up the shot, rolled it off the rim, tapped up, no good. We got a foul call, and it's going to be on Jared Coomer. His second, team sixth. And somebody hacked Wade Coomer on the arm when he tried to go up. And that's what Coach Warren Cunningham trying to discuss with the official. And Naylor. Ball slapped away by Mabe in the hands of Wade Coomer. Fires it down to Perkins. Pulls up 10-footer. Off the window and in. For a People's Bank shot, Mason Perkins gets his first 2 of the night. Back up to 4 for Barren. It's 42-38. Almost picked off by Wade Coomer. And they're going to call him with a foul. His first, team 7. It's going to put Russellville at the line for 1+1 with 33.7 to play. It'll put McMurray on the line. He's a 50% shooter on the season from the charity stripe. McMurray puts it in the air, and it's good. He'll get the bonus. 42-39, Trojans with 33.7 to play in the third period. Micah Naylor returning to the Panthers lineup. Bonus try for McMurray is on the way, and it's good. 2-point ball game. Trojans 42, Panthers 40. 28 seconds to go, third period. Mabe with it out front against Naylor. Gives it off to Perkins on the near side. And Mason Perkins putting down one dribble. Gives it off to Wade Coomer, long range left. He'll find Mabe back out front near midcourt with 14 seconds to play. Bounce pass to the driver at the left elbow. Flips it back off to Perkins. Now here comes Mabe driving. Puts it up and in. He used his body to shield off the defender. 44-40. Naylor, 3 at the horn. Falls short, and that's the end of the third quarter. And Barren County has a 4-point lead. 44-40 over Russellville. Back in a minute. This is Barren County High Football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Right now at Kohl's, buy more, save more with your savings pass. Take an extra 20% off when you spend $100 or more. Spend under $100 and take an extra 15% off. Use it on top of great gift sale prices, like 40 to 50% off Star Wars apparel, home, and games. Plus, everyone gets $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Kohl's is now open 24 hours through 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. Kohl's. Flex styles, some exclusive supply. Hours may vary by location. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
B-Dubs presents B-Dubbing. All right. They're up by 21, but now it's not their time to quit. Now's the time to buy a holiday gift card at Buffalo Wild Wings. They think they've beaten us, but yard by yard, we're going to purchase gift cards totaling $25 and more. And we will get a blazing bonus worth up to $100. Who's with me? Now let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, force. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 plus. For a limited time, while supplies last. Limit 4, void or prohibited. See participating location or BuffaloWildWings.com for details.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. This is Trojan assistant football coach Chad Perkins, and we are BC.
8 minutes of basketball left here in Russellville as the Trojans lead 44-40. They outscored Russellville 21-19 in that third period. A couple of finals in. Caverna beats LaRue County tonight 65-62. And let's see, halftime, it's Monroe County 42, Glasgow 20. This fourth quarter here in Russellville brought to you by SCRTC, hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. Russellville basketball.
Russellville 41%, Trojans 50% there in the third quarter.
There's a pass down to Naylor. Shot rejected from behind, but put up and in by Bradshaw. He's got 12. 44-42. Mabe in traffic. Up with the left hand. Rolled it off the rim. Got a little bit of a hurry that time. Here's Naylor. Fires it up court to McMurray. And the pass almost picked up by Mabe. Around the horn, Mitchell. He'll give it to Naylor. Left side. And here is Bradshaw. Turnaround shot. Rims out. Tapped up and no good. Tapped again. No good. Ball kicked out of bounds, goes off the foot of Jared Coomer underneath the Russellville goal, and Billy Jackson will check back into the Trojan lineup for Mason Perkins. And here's Mitchell in the corner. Naylor, he'll fire it up for three. Air ball. And out of bounds off Russellville. It'll be Barron's ball with 7:19 to play. I feel like I'm in a football game tonight because I'm way up here like I would be in a press box at the football field. 7:17 to go.
At least we're not wearing big coats.
That's true. Jared Coomer hands it off to Mabe. Around the horn to the left. Here's Wade Coomer. Baseline fall away. Air ball. And coming down with it is Mitchell. He'll send it down the floor. Naylor back. And it's taken away by Nick Mabe. He tried to throw it to the top of Nick. He'll hook it back to Wade. Coomer layup good.
Didn't give that away to the exact last second that he was going to flip it back, but good decision.
Barren County back up by 4, 46-42. Mitchell, left wing. His three ball is in and out. Jared Coomer had it poked away, but got it back, though. Gives to Nick Mabe. Up court to Jackson. Feeds it down to Driver. Reverses it up. Shot it over the rim. And here comes Bradshaw with it. Bradshaw in the corner. Going to the baseline. Shot goes up. No good. We got a foul on Bradshaw for coming over the back of Billy Jackson. And on Bradshaw, that'll be his third, the team's seventh. And it'll be one in a bonus. Barren County with 6:22 to play in the game. That score, Monroe County leading Glasgow 42-20 at halftime. Is that kind of a surprise to you?
I don't know. There's a few factors that would determine if it is. If they've got the little Arnett kid back, that would not be surprising. I don't know if they have or not.
Yeah. Free throw's good for Billy Jackson. First point of the game. 5-point Barren County lead now, 47-42.
I would kind of assume they probably don't, based on what I was told about why he was out earlier.
That one comes up short. Ball slapped away out of bounds. Trojans will get it back. Went off Mitchell. And here's a chance for the Trojans to push the lead out a little further here with 6:20 to play. Comes into Driver in the left corner. Fires it out to Mabe. And now Mabe looking. Hooks it back to Wade Coomer. In the corner to Driver. Feeds it in there to Jackson. Left of the lane. Back to Driver in the corner. Driver covered up. Back to Jackson. And now Mabe with it. Long range left. Mabe finds a gap. Goes up the baseline. He got hammered going up. And he'll shoot two. Foul is going to be on 25? That will be Jones, his second personal. Number 8 against Russellville here in the second half. Mabe gets the free throw. He's 4 out of 4 tonight. Phil Todd of Russellville wants a full timeout with 5:59 to play. Barren County 48, Russellville 42. Nick Mabe tonight has had a big second half. He had 9 points in the first half, and he has scored 16 here in the second half, 15 in the third quarter. And so do the math on that, and he's got 25.
Well, what I always say is, Wade's going to get a lot of attention, and he's got a ton of attention tonight. He's shadowed. I think that kind of knocked him off his game a little bit, and he never really got going. Only 5 points in the first half, and then just one field goal here in the fourth quarter. And we don't have to have Wade. Now, don't take that the wrong way, as in we don't need Wade. We obviously absolutely need Wade to be a good basketball team, but we don't have to have Wade score 25 to win games. I've always said we just need one person to kind of have a great night, and everybody else do what they're supposed to do, and we'll be good. We'll be fine. And Nick has had a superb night. He's taken some of that pressure off Wade, and he's found ways to get to the rim among the length that Russellville has, and everybody else has just done what they're supposed to do. Played really good defense is basically the main thing that everybody's accomplished tonight.
Yeah. Mabe with 25, but Barren County's 48. He's at the line for one more shot. And it's on the way, and he got it. Nothing but net on all 5 free throws tonight for Nick Mabe. 49-42 Trojans. 5:53 left in the basketball game. Here's Naylor, right side to Mitchell. Mitchell will dribble it out. Now turns back right. They go in the middle. Broken up in there by Mabe. Loose ball, scramble in the lane at the top of the key, and we got a jump ball with possession arrow to the Trojans with 5:42 to play.
Russellville can score in a hurry. 7-point lead feels like it's a lot compared to the way the game's gone back and forth tonight, but we still have to take care of the basketball every possession.
Branson London will be the trigger guy as Russellville full court press going on with the ball in London's hands now. He's going to have a run out of the other end to Jared Coomer, and that's going to go off him and out of bounds on the other end of the floor.
I'm not sure that's the decision Warren wanted there. You make the home run call doesn't mean you throw the home run ball. You know, if you got two guys back in coverage, you're not going to throw it in the middle of them.
Trojans will set up in a 2-3 zone. They go in the corner now to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's picked up his dribble. Back out to Jones. Now Jones works it inside. McMurray had it poked away from behind, but Wade Coomer in the hands of London. Here's Jared Coomer handing it off to Nick Mabe. Mabe in front court with it against Naylor. Gives it to Wade Coomer, long range right. Guarded by Jones. Out top to London. Swings it left to Mabe. Mabe looking. Oh, bad pass. Going to sail across the floor and out of bounds.
Wrong read on the pass about what Jared was going to do. He curled it a little too tight. Probably didn't have anything. Nick saw in front he didn't have anything and expected him to pop back out.
Trojans 2-3 zone. Gavin Driver back on the court now for Coach Warren Cunningham. Here's Jones. Looks. Bounces down low in there to Bellamy. He walked and trying to battle for the basketball there, and the possession arrow goes to Russellville. 4:50 to play. And the ball comes out to Bradshaw. Here's Mitchell. Naylor, right side. Back out front to Mitchell. He shuffled his feet again. Yeah. Naylor, back to Mitchell. Over the left side, Jones. Jones now turns and almost knocked away by London.
He hesitated just a second.
And inside, loose ball picked up by Wade Coomer. Works it down the right side of the floor. Got a 2-on-1. He'll go to the basket. He'll put it up. And boy, the bodies go everywhere. Wade Coomer's down hard and being helped up here. Shoo-wee.
Kind of prepared himself for it. He knew the collision was coming and went up and around the guy trying to take a charge to get to the line. We've been stuck 49-42 for a little while.
Yeah.
See if we can get off of that number and get to 50 with the free throw.
Jones, that was his third personal. Russellville's 9th of the second half.
Had that little flurry, and we kind of slowed down again. You know, the pace has picked up a little bit.
Trojans one field goal here in the fourth. And so is Russellville.
Yeah. I think what happens, really, the decision to pick it up, I don't know if it was intentional or just happened. Wade misses the free throw there, the first one of the two.
He's only one of 3 at the line tonight.
I think what happens by picking it up is we've actually forced Russellville to make more mistakes. They are trying to match our pace, and they really can't do it because they don't have enough guys to make decisions and handle the ball.
Wade Coomer gets his 8th point, pushes the lead out to 8 for Barren at 50-42. 4:17 to go in a basketball game. Naylor, right side to Mitchell. Mitchell will try to, he walked again, but they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, the walk's definitely first. The walk got him into the body of Nick Mabe.
Be 2 on Nick Mabe. 8 Barren County fouls here in the second half. And Mitchell's at the line where he's 0 for 2. And the first one is no good. It was front end of the 1-and-1. He had 3 threes, though. Here's a long pass down to London and a bad pass. He was falling out of bounds. They lob it up to Mitchell against Jared Coomer. He'll put it up.
Charge.
Offensive foul.
Ooh, break.
That'll be 4 on Mitchell. Jared Coomer taking the charge. And it'll be Barren County's basketball with 4:02 to play.
It's actually not a very good decision by the Russellville player. He had a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And his other guy was waiting on the opposite block. All he had to do was lob it or ball fake up and bounce pass it around. Instead, he just continued and ran over Jared, who hurried and hustled. And give him credit for that to get back and try to draw the charge.
Nick Mabe into the front court with it for the Trojans. Against Naylor. He'll dump it off to Jackson. He'll send it over to Jared Coomer. Intended down to Driver. Swatted away by Bradshaw and out of bounds. And McMurray will return to the Russellville lineup for Coach Phil Todd. Wade Coomer will toss it in on the right baseline. Gets it into Driver. He'll throw it out to Mabe. Now Wade Coomer, right side, out front Jackson, around the left to Jared Coomer, down low is Driver, spin move, puts it up, it's too strong against the glass, and Bradshaw goes to the floor. The foul on Driver will be his fourth.
He set him up really well. He started to turn middle where the defense was and got him to overcommit that way, and then spun him back baseline. Thought he had a shot at it, but ended up going up into a little bit too much traffic, and I think he shot it over the rim expecting there to be more contact than there really was.
Bradshaw's at the line. He's 2 out of 3, and the free throw rim's good. He's got 13 now.
We've just traded free throws in the last few minutes.
Yeah, 50-43. Trojans by 7 with 3:35 remaining. Second shot. Bradshaw good.
These teams still just one field goal, right?
Yes. Barren 4 of 6 at the line here in the fourth. Russellville 2 out of 3. 1 field goal. Wade Coomer has the only field goal here in the fourth quarter for the Trojans. 50-44, 6-point lead for Barren. Here's Nick Mabe in the front court.
Neither team really has a ton of shot attempts in the quarter.
Mabe, nice pass to Coomer, breaking the basket, puts it up, and they're going to call steps.
Great call. We used that earlier on the overplay. Used it again, but he delivered the ball, a perfect pass. It's a little far out for him to be able to take the steps and get to the rim.
Naylor will bring it up for Russellville with 3:20 to play. Barren 50, Russellville 44. Down to the baseline, Jones. Across the lane, in the corner to Mitchell. He'll bring it out to Naylor, back to Mitchell, long range 3, no. Driver lost the handle, turnaround, fall away shot, good for Bradshaw.
It was so bad that it actually had a terrible kick, and we couldn't handle it.
Diagonal pass to Jared Coomer, trying to go up with it. He's going to be fouled by Bradshaw, and that's his fourth.
Got bailed out because he was actually underneath the rim, and even though he's got some length, I don't think he could have got it all the way to the other side.
50-46, and Jared Coomer steps to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First shot is good. 51-46 Barren. Gavin Driver checking out. Branson London back in. Jared Coomer back to the stripe. His shot goes up. It's good. 7 points for the sophomore. 52-46. 2:50 left to go in the contest here in Russellville. Trojans with a 2-possession lead. Here's Bradshaw. Bounce pass off to Mitchell. Now out to Naylor. Got 2 Naylors in the ball game now. Micah Naylor and Jacob Naylor. And now it goes in the middle to Bradshaw. Turnaround lean-in shot. Missed everything. Saves it in bounds. It's going to come back to midcourt and out of bounds as 2 Russellville players went for it. And the Trojans will get it with 2:27 to play.
It's good defense. Coomer can match his length. Both of them have very similar body types, and he forced him to shoot and maybe even adjust his shot over top of it.
Bounce pass to Jackson, hands it back to Mabe. Mabe left of the lane, trying to force up the shot, and blocking foul on Naylor. And that will be his second. 2 shots coming for Barren County's Nick Mabe. Tonight he's 5 out of 5. Free throw is good. Branson London for Gavin Driver. 27 points for Nick Mabe. Puts it up. Got it again. 28 for Nick Mabe. 54-46. Barren County with 2:16 to play. Naylor over to Mitchell, the left wing. Mitchell back out to Naylor. Back over to Mitchell. They go in the corner to Jones. Jones dribbles out to the left wing. Back in the corner, Mitchell for three. No good. Rebound knocked down, out of bounds. It'll go back to the Panthers underneath with 2:04 remaining. Naylor to toss it in. And a pass almost got away from McMurray. Free throw line back to Jones. He traveled.
Yeah, that was obvious. They missed a few or just haven't called a few.
Yeah.
But that one had to have been called.
Gavin Driver back in the game. He'll come in for Billy Jackson.
Full court. Man-to-man with a center fielder.
And London gets it into Wade Coomer. Turns up court to McMurray. Up court, Jared Coomer. And there's going to be a foul called on Jones. And on Jones, that will be his fourth. Going to put Jared Coomer back at the charity line. He has a couple of free throws already. Knocked down a three-point shot in the first period. And the free throw is good. Jared Coomer, 63% from the line. He's got 100% tonight. Pushes the lead out to 9 for the Trojans at 55-46. And he got them both. A 10-point lead now for Barren. 56-46 at a minute 52 to play. Left side is Mitchell. Naylor off to McMurray. Down into Jones and to Bradshaw, and he lays it in. Bradshaw with 18. 56-48. Timeout. 32nd one with a minute 41 to play. Barren leads 56-48 over Russellville. If you missed the girls' game tonight, it was a thriller. Taylor Davis shot at the horn. Won it for Barren County tonight, 49-47, to give Piper Lindsay her third win in a row this week, with Caverna coming in on Tuesday night. Trojans will be at Murray on Monday night. We'll have the broadcast of that game for you here. And then we'll be at Barren County on Tuesday night for the Trojanettes and the Lady Colonels game. Of course, the Trojans will stay in Murray Monday night and play two games on Tuesday against Ballard Memorial at noon and Callaway County at 6. We'll not be able to broadcast those two games, but we'll be there Monday night as they take on Murray. Branson London running the baseline. Gets it into Nick Mabe. Mabe will work it up court against Jones. Minute 35 left to play. Barren up by 8. Jared Coomer picks up his dribble, feeds to Driver. He'll throw it up in the lane. He puts it in. Gavin Driver with his 10th point of the game. 58-48. Back up to 10. In the corner, Mitchell for three. It's short. Didn't even draw iron. Wade Coomer way down court to Driver. He'll stop. He'll put it up. He missed the shot. Try to get his own rebound. And going to be called for over the back.
Better off to just follow through. I think he tried to draw the foul and ended up fouling out.
Gavin Driver will foul out with 10 points tonight. 4 of 4 at the line. 3 field goals. And hopefully his wrist is okay. They've had it wrapped up at halftime, and it's his left wrist. Final score in, Franklin Simpson beats Allen County Scottsville tonight. This is a boys' game. Franklin Simpson 62, Allen County Scottsville 45 on the Coca-Cola scoreboard check.
The other one I have, Bowling Green's down by 9, 24-33 to Fern Creek. Bowling Green, number 1 team in the state, playing at the King of the Bluegrass. Fern Creek, poll I looked at, is rated at like 12, so they're around top 10. Most of the teams in that are in the top 25.
Mitchell's free throw comes off. He's 0 for 4. 1:11 to play. Trojans up 10, 58-48. Mitchell fires and hits that one. That gives him 12 points on the night. 58-49.
Back to the full court press. Nobody on the ball.
London gets it into Wade Coomer. He'll lob it up court to Jackson. Jackson almost lost the handle. He's in the corner in a trap. Has to call a timeout with 1:04 left.
Yeah, Billy's got to know that's a definite no-no to go dribble into the corner, pick up the ball. Trap's coming for sure. At least he was strong with it, held on to it, and Warren, he allowed Warren enough time to call a timeout. If you would ask me what type of game we would have seen tonight, I would have probably said it would have been not what we've actually seen. It would have been much more up and down, fast pace. You just thought two athletic teams, but it hadn't been that way. It really hadn't. I don't think there's been a lot of flow to it. I think there has been at times, but sometimes you have to win sloppy games, and we've done what we have to do. Nick, huge third quarter, and everybody else pitched in and has done what they really need to. We just got to close it out a minute to go.
Yeah. Nick Mabe brings it out front, guarded closely by Jacob Naylor. And now Mabe dumps it back off to Jackson. We got a foul call, though, first on Jacob Naylor. His first. Well, Russellville came into tonight's game averaging 72 points a game. Undefeated at 3-0. And Barron's held them to 49 tonight. Here's Nick Mabe's shot good. He's got 29. 59-49. 56 seconds to play. Mabe puts it up. He missed it. Long rebound to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, right of the lane, leaves it off with Jones for three. It's off to Mark. Rebound to Mitchell. He'll give it back. Baseline shot won't go. And rebounding there by Branson London. He'll bounce it off to Mabe. And a foul in the backcourt.
In our defense, we switched to zone, and they have shot a ton of threes. And I think it actually helped a little bit that they went on that string where they knocked down three in a row, because they've poured in, or tried to pour in, a bunch here in the fourth quarter. They're 0 of 6, actually 0 of 8 since they made that three in a row.
Nick Mabe just scores his 30th point of the night. 60-49. Longest lead of the game for the Trojans. That one's going to come up short. Rebound McMurray. Down to Mitchell. Three in the air. No good. Long rebound chased down, and Jones slaps it off the leg of Wade Coomer and out of bounds with 30.6 to play. Ball comes out to McMurray. He'll give it to Jacob Naylor for a three-point try that's no good. Nick Mabe up court to Wade Coomer. He'll lay it up and in. That'll definitely do it. 62-49 Trojans. 15 seconds to play. Here's Jacob Naylor. And offensive foul.
I thought he went down. He acted like he was going to go down and do the block, and then he kind of came up but gave the charge.
And Barren County with 13.3 to play is going to go 7-0 on the season and snap Russellville's winning streak. They'll fall to 3-1 on the year. Ball comes into Perkins. Mason Perkins back on the court, along with Garrett Arterburn.
Got to get it across.
And Branson London will just come into the front court. And time will run out, and the Trojans are going to win tonight, 62-49. Holding the Panthers to their lowest season score of the year, as the Trojans outscored the Panthers 18-9 in the final quarter. 62-49, Barren.